Hello YouTube friends, it's Lisa and you're watching One Lisa Show. This is my August plans. This is my scary favorite place to sew. Not so scary to me, but maybe not the best place to film. This is our unfinished attic, but we have this gorgeous window right here and it has become a wonderful place to sew. So I'm going to show you around and you're going to see my very messy cutting table. And these are my August plans. I'm sharing my August plans are to get my stuff in order. When I say that, I have a pile of fabrics I want to use and I want to make something with, and I haven't. So instead of finding a pattern and matching it to my fabric, I have a pile of fabric that I need to match to a pattern. And this fabric might not all get used up in August, but it is going to be used and it's the top priority. So all my other fabrics I'm not going to touch. I'm saying that right now to you that I'm not going to touch them, but you never know what'll really happen. We'll find out later. So plan number one is to kind of get my stuff organized a little better up here because I do like sewing up here. I'm going to get out of the way and show you my space. So this is an unfinished attic, and this is my cutting table. And then when I'm not cutting fabric, this is my sewing table. I'm sorry, no, my instructions and my layout. So I cut my fabric on here and then I'll have everything spread out with the instructions, and that will be what I kind of refer back to. This is just a plastic fold-up table. This is the pile of fabrics I need to attend to. I have there's junk like my boyfriend's golf clubs, and I don't know what any of this is, but it's got to be moved. There is a big pattern that I have printed out that I need to work on, and my pile of fabric that I want to do stuff with, and then my current project that I'm working on cutting out, and that is the Plantain Tee by Deer & Doe, which is a free t-shirt pattern, and it's my first time making it. So as you can see, I have some scraps, and I'm using to make this to make sure I get the fit right. And here is my serger sits there. I got that from Granny's Sewing Room, and that is the best thing ever. I use it with every sewing project, but it sits there when I'm cutting fabric, and when I need it, I put it on my sewing table. Here's my fabric stash. This is the embarrassing part. There's a Rubbermaid tote that has fabric folded neatly on it. And then this is the pile of fabric I want to make stuff with as well. Anything that's out, I want to make something with. And these have been washed and they have moved from one pile to another, and they're things I really want. An old TV, my bag of scrap fabric, my knitting machine, which I will bring out soon as fall arrives, and this is my sewing desk. So I know this isn't the ideal place to film because it's not pretty. It's unfinished walls. All you see is this blown in insulation. You have this window here that really is helpful when I am sewing, and there's a lot of overhead lights which also help when I'm sewing and cutting out fabric, and it's quiet up here. But this is my favorite sewing space in the house right now. I want to be able to redo one of our guest bedrooms into a sewing space where I could do sew-alongs, and maybe it's a little bit more pleasant to watch. But for now, this is what's going to have to do, so I might as well make it organized. That's the number one August plan I have. And I'm just going to quickly show you some of the fabrics that need to be used because I bought them with intentions. Okay, so if you have any ideas for things that I don't know what I'm going to make, or if you think I'm going the wrong direction with the fabric, let me know in the comments below. I do appreciate it. Let's start with the Walmart clearance fabric that is purple with unicorns. This is for my niece. There's I think 2 or 3 yards of this, and this is sitting out because it's got to get used. She's starting school this week, so I'm thinking this would be good just for some basic. Now listen, she asked for a wedding dress when she saw this. I'm going to make her a blouse, and pants. So it could be like a jumper, if like two-piece set, but she could wear them together or she could wear them separate. So I'm thinking simple elastic band waist pants, and if I can find a nice button-down shirt for her, I'm thinking that's a good way to go. Or just some basic shirt. This is a woven cotton. It's kind of a quilting cotton. I think she'd really like a dress. I have made her so many tank dresses. I just need something a little different to spice it up. And I think pants would come in handy as we get into fall. And she probably can get away with wearing, you know, I don't know. I'm thinking pants and a top. This llama fabric I've had in my stash since I want to say Christmas time. It is a super snuggle flannel from Joann's that I bought on sale for like $3 a yard. It is, I think, cute. I had intentions of making pajamas for my nieces. When they saw the fabric, they're like, no, we don't like it. We've outgrown this. Well, guess what? I haven't. So these are going to be pajama pants for me. I'm going to use the Closet Core Carolyn Pajama Pants pattern. This is ready to cut. This is my adorable cat fabric. I've shown it many times. I don't know why I have this like fear of cutting into it. It's so funny and cute, and I think it's just perfect. You can see my pattern pieces are inside. This is going to be, it was going to be a Galaxy t-shirt. That isn't happening because I don't have enough. It's just a little shy because it's a directional print, and I had complete other intentions when I purchased and bought this, but I only have 1 meter of it, and so it is going to be a cocoa tee. A cocoa t-shirt, Tilly in the butt. I have the pattern pieces in there, they're ready to go. Here's another one where the pattern pieces are here and ready to go. I made a sundress with this fabric. It's a bottle green 1/4 inch gingham check from Minerva. It's very nice. I love it. It's got pattern pieces inside as well. I'm going to cut out Closet Core Carolyn Pajamas, the shorts. And they're going to be daytime shorts, but I'm going to make them out of those that pattern because that pattern has pockets. It's an elastic waist, and I'm a petite person, so I think they come down just right for me to wear out, and it doesn't feel like pajama shorts. Could I wear them as pajama shorts? I could, but they're not going to be. They're going to actually be going out shorts, and I think this fabric in a shorts is going to be awesome. I could wear it with a white or a light gray t-shirt, or even a black if I wanted to, but a polo or a t-shirt, and this is actually going to look really cool, I think. Next up in my plans, and I got a little sun, plus the lights are coming down, but if you notice, I got a little sun. I am a big believer in SPF, but we went to the fair last weekend, and first, I don't know what happened. I did not put on an SPF that morning, so it got me. I'm so used to putting an SPF on, or at least having SPF in my moisturizer, that I didn't even realize it. This is a viscose twill from Minerva. Really pretty. I bought it thinking I was going to make pants with it. And then when I got it, it was so drapey, I thought, no, I'm not going to make pants with it. Instead, I'm going to make the Veronica. This is going to be used as a muslin. It was relatively cheap. I'm going to make the Veronica skirt. It's a circle skirt by Megan Nielsen, and it's a free pattern. I'm going to make that out of this because there's another fabric I want to make into that Veronica skirt, and I want to do a muslin first of it because I'm debating if I want to do a Veronica or a Brumby. Lastly, on the cutting board table is a scrap of a cotton poplin. I made a bra out of this, and I have this scrap left over, and I think I'm going to try to figure out a way to make matching panties and have like a panel in the front, or maybe some sides that have this, because this isn't stretchy, so I really need to have the base of my panties out of a knit fabric, so a white knit, but I want accents of this adorable lobster print to match that bra that I made myself. Next up is the massive amount of fabric sitting on my Rubbermaid container that holds all my fabrics. My stash is held there. And for some of you, this is not a stash. It's not a lot. But for me, considering I have only been seriously sewing for about a year now, that is a huge stash to me. On top of it are other fabrics I want to use up. So let's start with, I have some turquoise lace, very simple clearance lace I got from Joann's. This is going to be a bra. This is the fabric I was talking about for the Brumby skirt. This is like a petrol colored lightweight denim. It's a 4-ounce denim. It is not a stretch. It is so delightful. It's been carefully pre-washed and been folded and refolded, and I love the color of this, and I think it'll match a lot of my blouses, especially the cap fabric. I think would look really cool with this. So it's either going to be a Veronica or a Brumby skirt, and I have the Veronica pattern as free. That'll help me get my fit down with Megan Nielsen. So I'm going to do that with that pink, that dusty rose fabric, and see how I feel, if it'll be good for this, a good fit for this. This is a rayon shalley. I think it's a rayon shalley or a viscose shalley. It's a shalley. I think it's a rayon shalley. I was going to make a dress with this a couple months ago. Didn't get around to it. Ran out of time. So this is on my list, and it will probably be a dress or pajamas, but I think it's going to be a dress. It's very drapey. I don't want to miss out on something that has a very professional look to it. So I need to decide. That has to be rewashed because it's so wrinkly. I think it'd be easier to wash it, let it hang, and then give it a press. Okay, this is one of my more recent acquisitions. It is so pretty to me, and I know you're going to say it's just gray. This is a gray lightweight stretch denim that I got from Beyond the Pink Door. When I got it, the minute I opened it up, I got the wash ready and pre-washed it. It's lightweight. I have 2 meters of it, and it will either be a pair of pants, which I'm excited about because I have not made a pair of like going out pants yet. And I'm still learning zips. So this is a big deal to me, and I can't wait to see what happens. There is one thing there's a chance I may not do pants and turn this into like a pinafore or a jumper, depending on where you live and what you call it. But I'm thinking a V-neck where it's kind of like a vest and skirt. A V-neck pinafore might be really nice for this for winter. I'm so embarrassed, but I'm so relieved to be sharing my sewing space and mess with you. I should be folding these as well, just so you know. I'll refold. This is just a very drapey twill, and it is probably, I don't remember what it is. It was clearance at Joann's. It feels kind of like a rayon or polyester twill. Maybe it's just not stiff like a cotton twill. It's clearance fabric. It's for muslins. I don't care for this colorway. However, it's grown on me since staring at it for about a month now. I think it might be nice for a shirt dress, but we'll see. FYI, we are almost done. This is a gorgeous viscose jersey from Beyond the Pink Door. It also, all these fabrics have been washed already. This, am I upside down? I don't think I'm upside down. Maybe. Yeah. This is from Beyond the Pink Door. It is gorgeous. It is a jungle scene, and all the animals are black and white. I love it. This is going to be a Freya by Tilly and the Buttons. It is a Freya, if I ever saw one, for fall with the 3/4 sleeve. So it's like a mock turtleneck, tighter on you t-shirt. I'm going to do it 3/4 length or elbow length. I'm going to do elbow length. And I think this would be awesome, and it would match the gray denim. This is a gorgeous viscose remnant I got that it screams Hawaiian t-shirt, doesn't it? This is another one where I'm actually going to use, I thought a camp shirt would be perfect. This is perfect for a camp shirt. And I am going to do the classic core Carolyn pajamas again, but I'm going to do the short sleeve top and turn that into a wear outside blouse, and I'm going to make the notched collar. It's a curved notched collar on that pattern. Unless I find something else, I'm going to use the same one because I've already sized it for myself. I like how it looks, and does have a little bit of a fit to it. It comes in a little bit at the waist, and that's what I like about it. Because I have curves, I like to accentuate some of the curves. So I plan to make that, but instead of a curve notch collar, it's going to be pointy notch collar. And Closet Core's website, their blog, they do have a post on how to do that. And finally, at the bottom of the pile is some muslin fabric to make my father, it's a cotton twill. It's a stretch cotton twill to work on my father's jeans. I need to just get over it and work on it. And it's always at the bottom of the pile. This is not enough, unfortunately, to do a full-on pair of jeans for my dad. So it will be, since it is a muslin and this was clearance fabric, I think it was $2 a yard or $2.50 a yard. It's going to be one full leg, and one half leg. But that way I can get the fit on the waist, the seat, the pants, and the length right. So that's where I'm at with that. This may need to be washed again. I'm very upset that that wasn't enough because I shortened I had to do adjustments to his pattern for his height, and that still wasn't enough. So I feel massively relieved to be sharing my mess. And if, in case you're wondering, I watch YouTube on this old TV we have. Some of the, it's set up so it's looking at my sewing table. And when I'm sewing something I feel fine with, especially on Sundays, I put on YouTube and I watch live streams. I also watch Everybody's Friday Sews. The YouTube app works on there, but not much else does. So that is why that's not mounted or anything. My boyfriend did offer to mount it, but if I'm ironing, I could easily move that TV somewhere else so I could watch while I'm ironing. I'm going to get this looking a little more presentable. I can't obviously just pop up drywall or put on a floor, but I can organize my space. You're going to see, let me see, right here is, besides my knitting machine, you see a grocery bag full of fabric. Those are scraps. And I have plans for the big scraps. The little scraps I've been tossing. I don't want to waste, but I've come to realize there's too many little scraps and I haven't done anything with them after a year, so they had to go. And the bigger scraps, I'm going to try to piece together and make some funky shirts for myself or my nieces, because they will appreciate that. These are my August plans. If you have ideas for the fabrics, let me know. Some of them I'm very open. I'm very open to, and I'm kind of just wanting to have an outlet, watch a little bit of TV every day, and do a little sewing, and try to start planning for fall wear. So as you see, a lot of the stuff I mentioned, the Veronica skirt is a long circle skirt. The Freya tee is a mock turtleneck. I'm trying to plan for fall and winter now. And then after I get some of these things done, I'll take out my knitting machine and start working on fall and winter sweaters that I give away at Christmas time. Thanks again for watching. Let me know if you have any ideas for any of these fabrics. And I know I talked really fast this video, and I apologize for that. I also can't wait to show you maybe a more streamlined, cleaned up work area, because I don't like the mess or the disorganization. So hopefully I can get some stuff in here and make it a little bit more organized and then show it off again for you. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great, great day. Bye-bye.